everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We all know that Christmas is coming near and December 1st is in 2 days. What do you guys do for Christmas? My family decorates the house, we take the Christmas tree out, decorate that tree also, of course, put out the lights inside and outside and everywhere. My mom makes nice food. She also makes a really nice fruit cake every year that she usually doesn't make other than Christmas. So, since this year is different, we can't have friends over, and yeah. I decided to do more crafts, and here's what I thought of. Aren't they nice? I thought of decorating the whole table with these, so that's what I'm gonna show. First thing we need to do this is a paper with a tree traced in it, and cut out, of course. And you need some cloth of your taste for your tree. I use this checkered like pattern, and use your paper to trace out the cloth, and make sure you have two. To trace, you could use a tailor's chalk. Then you need some popsicle sticks for the base, like that. Then you need a wooden duel. Then to stitch everything together, of course, you need a needle and some thread. You need some decorations for your tree. There's beads and maybe some ribbon thing. Second last one is a glue of your choice to glue things together, like, don't know. And last is stuffing. All right, let's get into the video. Okay, the first step is to take your cloth that you cut out, and on one of them, make a seam line that runs across the whole shape, and be sure it's 1 centimeter away from the edges, and be sure that it has a gap in the middle for later. Middle as an end. All right, I've done that already. After you do that, take your other piece of cloth, put it on the bottom, flat it out. Take this that has the seam line on it and put it exactly on top of the other piece of cloth, like that. Now, take your needle and thread it. I've got a pretty long piece, and be sure to have a knot on the end of the string. Okay, after you've done those 2 steps, I guess, and using your needle, do a running stitch on the seam line. You don't want the knot to be inside, you want it on the outside. So if I was going to do that, I would do this. So it's on the outside on the seam line. All right, I'll be right back. For those who don't know how to do a running stitch or to stitch in general, I'll show you how. But before I do, be sure that your parents let you do this. Okay, so now that you've started, kind of, all you have to do is take your needle up and down in a very tight pattern. Tight as in very close. As you heard before, a running stitch is just a stitch that goes up and down, close or far. It is the easiest stitch to do, so I hope you understand that. But don't worry if you don't. Your parents will find a way to teach you, or they'll do it for you. So when you go down, just make sure it doesn't poke your fingers. And when you bring it back up, just don't poke your eye or face. So pull it away from it. Again, a running stitch is just a stitch that goes up and down, up and down. Up and down as go under the cloth, go over the cloth, and go under the cloth again. Alright, I hope you understood that. Yeah, if you don't, again, ask your parents. Alright, yeah, that's all I've got to say. And once you're done with your stitching or sewing, take your needle and your spool of thread and poke the needle in. Be sure the sharp side is in the spool, like that. I like to not have it so deep because it's easier to pull out, easier to put back in. Like that. Okay. Alright, after all of that, now you go into the hole like that and push this end or the other end, whatever end, not the top, outside like that. In this step, I like to use the help of a stick or dual or pencil, whatever, to poke the end out. Yes, at the end, it won't become sharp like it was before. Okay. Okay, now that I've finished, it's not sharp at all. We have to stuff it. My favorite part. Oh, it's so soft. Okay, take some stuffing, put that aside so you can see, and from here, just stuff it in. That didn't go. My favorite part. And when you're doing this, make sure it goes to the corners. Sometimes it's hard, so I also like using a stick, pencil, like that, and more. You don't want it getting too thick. I like this one. It's perfect. All right, continue stuffing. In you go. Yeah, I use smaller batches. Big batches don't work. Okay. All right. The second last step is to put everything together. I've stitched the hole in here a little smaller, so I don't have to put as much glue on it. So take your dowel and stick it into the opening, however big it is. Yeah. And push it in to however long you want the skewer to, not skewer, dowel to be, and how tall or short your tree will be. Okay, now it's here. Now, or after that, you have to make the base out of hot glue and some popsicle sticks. I've cut my popsicle sticks into smaller pieces so it makes a smaller crust. Just like that. But if you want to keep it simple, you could just use bigger popsicle sticks, like without cutting. But cut it. So let's go glue. Be back. Okay, we have one more step with the hot glue, but for now we're done. And that step is to decorate. Where's beads? All right, let me get my beads. Now we're gonna decorate it. I'm gonna put this ribbon thing on the top like a star, and I'm gonna randomly put these beads, yes, my container is messy, on here randomly, like I did with this one. I really like it, so see you in a second. Now that I've finished decorating, that was the last step. So on this one, I made this little cute skirt, which was really simple, so, and yeah. And these little bows my mom made, so I guess thank you. All right, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications. And last but not least, please like this video. Bye.